It's good?
Well, it's like that.
Yep, we're good.
We're good? Okay.
We're live.
So are you
live.
gonna... Okay.
Hi, I'm Chris Blakeman, and this is
Oh,
Nicci
not yet.
Brazil.
It's... Can you reverse it? Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh.
That was
So funny.
Okay, I think you actually do go like that.
I think that maybe
Okay.
you have to. Okay.
Hi, I'm
okay.
Chris Blakeman. We're going live for the first time, obviously. And this is Nicci Brazil. So
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, hey, so this morning we're going to look at the new features of the Destiny 2 machine. If you're a sewing enthusiast, you love to embroider, and you love baby lock, please share the feed, like and subscribe. So thank you for doing this today, Nicci.
You're welcome.
These
Thank
new
you for
features are
having
very
me.
exciting, and I'd love to see what we have to offer on this new machine.
Okay, great. So I want to talk to you a little bit about this. This is Baby Lock's Destiny 2. Baby Lock is celebrating their 70th year in business, and it's a new day here at Baby Lock. There are definitely some fun, exciting things coming. It's a new generation, and there's some new things that are coming with our industry, and we really want to showcase that to you. If you haven't ever seen a machine embroidery in this type of environment, we want to show you. We're on the sales floor here, so the dealers are upstairs getting training on this equipment. So Chris and I have snuck over here to show you this equipment. So let's talk to you. If you have a Baby Lock Destiny 1, some of you may have, you can actually upgrade. So Baby Lock has an upgrade 1, which will take your Destiny to the level 2 with the features that we're going to showcase to you, okay? No, you're okay. We're live. Whatever happens live happens.
I'm sorry.
This is our third live. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is one of the largest machines in the industry. It has a 9.5 by 14-inch hoop. This is the new screen. I'm going to touch it on home so you can see it. So you can actually, it's got a sewing function, an embroidery function, and also a designer. So you can create designs on this machine. I just want to show you a few things that are built into the embroidery now. They've got some new contemporary designs that are built in right here. This is a whole new menu, and I'm super excited about this feature because in the past we've maybe had some more traditional embroidery designs, but there's some really neat things for quilters and also free motion artists. If you haven't really mastered free motion design, they've got some quilt designs that have the free motion stitches built in. On the main screen, when you pull up an embroidery design, it's a full-size thumbnail, and it shows the complete size of the design, which I love. It also tells the stitch count, how long it'll take to stitch out, and how many colors are built in. And this is just really handy, so you can pull your threads. You can also mirror image your design if you need it to face the other way. So we've got the moon facing this, I'll get the sun this way, and then the sun that way. So it gives you all these options. Once you touch set, you can go to your main screen. The other really great thing about this is you're the driver of the design because you can actually control the colors. So if you're not a real big fan, I've never really been a big fan of yellow, so I can come down and click on yellow. I can possibly change that to a different color and give it a completely different look. So it's got a lot more contemporary look. If you're unhappy with what you chose, you can always hit reset. Now, this is another neat feature that's unique to the Baby Lock Destiny, and I absolutely love it, which is called the Color Visualizer. And what a color visualizer is most embroidery designs have been assigned color palette through the digitizer. So the artist, like myself, will assign the color palette. Now you may have a different color palette when you're working on your quilt or your jacket or clothing, whatever you're planning on embroidery, you may have a different color design, and you may not want to assign colors each and every single time because this can get a little tedious, especially when there's 19 colors. So if you'll just set to reset, you can go into the color visualizer, and you can decide that if you want to have the machine randomly assign colors, you can go with a vivid color palette, you can go with a gradient color palette, and also a soft palette. So we're going to go ahead and try the random and just kind of see what comes up, all right? So you've got manual and you've got auto, and you're going to hit OK. And here's what happens on the screen. So, and it's an algorithm that's been used to create it. So you're never really sure what's going to happen, but if you hit refresh, it'll create more. So it's I just love this feature because sometimes I don't like to color assign. I'm right away in love with this one. Isn't that fun? It's great. It's got mint. I don't have to assign any colors. I can go straight to the embroidery screen, and these colors are now assigned. So I love that feature. Another really great feature is if this design is a little large for what I'm wanting to put on it, this machine has an auto calculator. It'll actually auto calculate the stitch. And I want you to make careful note of this. Let me close this. This is 9.2 inches by 9.26. When I touch this edit button and I go to size, if I will choose this feature, it'll actually reset all the stitches. So now I can resize this to this size. So it'll go down 60% and it'll go up 200%. You'll notice now I've got it down to 5.5 inches tall, which is much closer to what I want. I also have this other unique feature that if my fabric can't handle the heavy stitching, I can kind of come down on the density, and it'll actually decrease that density so my fabric can be a little more accepting of that. But that's not the only feature. It's a good feature, but I am so excited to show you this neat feature. Because if I had gone to engineering school instead of design school, and if I had designed a machine or picked things out, this is what I would have chose. This machine will actually create quilted fill patterns around any embroidery design. That's what I said, any embroidery design from any location, not just the designs that are built in. So what that means, if you've been trying to struggle to learn to free motion or create those unique fill patterns, this machine does it automatically. So we're going to zoom in and I'm going to show you how that happened, but let me show you what we have going on here. This is an example of some quilt blocks, and it's got embroidery design. And this machine has automatically added the fill pattern all the way around. It will do it to any size, any hoop, and it actually knows what hoop size is on there, so you don't even have to have that knowledge base. So here's this actual stacked crosshatch design. This is the embroidery design. This is a quilt block. It's got batting in it. And you can see that it's stitched right up into the embroidery design, but not on top of it. So that's kind of a really neat feature. Here's another one. So let me show you how we did that. So I've got the great embroidery design on the screen, and it's ready to stitch, but maybe I want to add the pattern. So this little neat feature right here will save the outline or the outside of the design. So I'm just going to touch it. And here's our distance, and here's our outline, and I'm going to hit IQ. And that's going to actually save that to the IQ designer. So now, I'm just going to go ahead and go home, and I'm going to show you guys how to call that up. So what is an IQ designer? I admit I don't work for Baby Lock. I don't really know what the IQ stands for. I think intelligent quotient. I'm not sure, but it's actually just basically an onboard creator. You can take artwork that you've drawn, take artwork from online, anything, and you can create an embroidery design out of it. It really is that amazing, and I didn't really think this would happen in my lifetime. But watch this. That was an embroidery design, and it's fixing to get its pattern. So you're going to go to the IQ designer. And right here under the Stamp Fills and Shape button, we're going to touch it. And really quickly I want to show you, these are some built-in shapes that they have, and these are some new ones. So if you're a Destiny owner and you got the upgrade, make sure you get that order from your dealer, because here are the new shapes. Here are the new line, the open lines. But look right here, what has been saved. That's that embroidery design we just created. So we're going to touch it and just hit OK. Now watch how simple this is. This is just really neat feature. I can actually tell the machine to add the fill pattern all around. It's very simple. You just go to the Regions Properties box, and these are the new pattern fills. So I'm going to select it. And we have all these great fills, and I don't have my glasses on this morning, so we've got 1 through 10. We got some really neat ones. I think this crackle pattern's great. I kind of want to do it, and I also like this fill here. But we're going to go with crackle because I haven't used it recently, so we're going to touch OK. And then you can kind of decide your color. I'm going to go really dark on this just so you can get a view of it. And this is how simple this is. You're just going to touch bucket fill, just like paint in Photoshop. And it fills the complete area. That's pretty amazing. Basically, you would have to have some textile design skill to free motion this. You would have to have some background knowledge. But this Baby Lock machine, you don't have to have any embroidery knowledge. You just don't have to. The machine automatically does it. You would pop your hoop on, and the machine's going to stitch it. We have one of the Baby Lock ambassadors made this great sample, so we're going to take it from up here. Don't forget, we're sneaking. We're not supposed to be doing this. But this looks like it is a nice little table center placemat, and these are some of the fills stitched out. And we kind of want to get you guys to get a look at those. We've got this great rose look. We've got this crackle look. We've got this floral design. This circle, I just love this. It's so contemporary. Some ferns. Some crosshatch. It's looking like this one, I don't know. It's got several different patterns together. Diamond or crossback and houndstooth. And then they've just added an embroidery design right over the top. So you can imagine that what you can create with this. It really is limitless. There's so many things that you can create. But that's not all that they've added. They've actually created an auto applique feature, and we're in love with that too. So I'm going to touch the home button now that you know how this works, and I want to showcase the auto applique feature. So we're going to go to the embroidery section, and we're going to go to the scroll style. So actually we're going to go to contemporary, okay? Because I'm really in love with these designs. We're going to go look at this little crab feature. So this little guy is really cute, and I want to show you something that I'm in love with on this machine. This morning, I don't have my contacts in, so one way that I can look if I really want to zoom this in is I can actually touch this button, and I can really get a look at all this. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's got the little turnstiles in it. It's a really neat feature on that. This is great. All right, but I can actually convert this and turn this into an applique design just with the touch of a button. So let me show you how that happens. This is the crest and applique badge, and it says too big, so we don't have to worry about that. We're just going to go to size, and we're going to resize it. Okay, pretty simple. Make it a little smaller, And now we can get ready to do that. Right now it's resizing, it's getting its stitch count correct, and we're going to go ahead and touch that. So you guys see that? Now it's an applique, and I'm going to zoom in so you can really see that. The machine has basically made any embroidery design into an applique. This works with built-in designs. It works with designs that come from any outside source that are on a thumb drive, an SD card, things that you've sent over through their new air stitch. They've got a new air stitch coming. Somebody's going to have to tell me how we're doing on time. I want to make sure we're okay. We're live, so we have to say those things out loud. We're okay on time? All right, the next thing I want to show you is lettering, because this is probably the most powerful tool. Some consumers use digitizing, some don't. We want to show you a great way to add lettering if you don't digitize. We okay, guys? All right, so we're
somebody just said good morning from where?
Good morning.
From California.
Hey.
Nancy Sleepy.
Nancy Sleepy. Hi, Nancy.
Nancy,
how are you?
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Share the feed. Share the feed.
Share the feed, Nancy.
Yeah.
All right, so watch this. This is another new great design. It's kind of got a goodnight moon feel to it. I love it. It's super, super sleek looking. I want to add some lettering to it. So I'm going to go to the add button. And they've got some great fonts in this. This is what I really love about this machine. It's got all these traditional fonts, if you're very traditional. It's got some contemporary children's fonts down there and some whimsy. I really like whimsy. So we're going to touch this one. And I'm going to go ahead and write out a phrase. And I want to show you one of the reasons why I love this machine. Because it makes you look good even when you're not good. Okay? And then it's got next line. And I'm going to go to moon, because my children loved that book, Goodnight Moon, when they were little, and they're all grown up, so I thought this would be really great on a pillow for my daughter. Okay, so if you've got good vision, you're probably looking, and it looks like I've good night mooned it. I kind of got a little heavy with I have a heavy foot and a heavy hand when we start typing. So I want you to notice that I can skip through here, and I can kind of delete one of those. So if I need to get rid of one, I can, and if I actually make a mistake, that was actually moon, so I'm going to add one there, because where I'm needing to be is up here. Do you see how it's scrolling through? Up to Goodnight Moon. So I've got G-O-O-O-D. So traditionally on an embroidery machine, and any embroidery machine in the world, you would have to delete the whole phrase and retype it, which is a time sucker. If you watch, I can just hit delete, and now we have Goodnight Moon, and it's properly spelled. But that's not all they gave us. They gave us some really other neat features. I can left line adjust, center adjust, or right side adjust, which is actually what I'm going for, and that's really nice. I'm going to touch that. Here's the other neat thing. Look, I accidentally chose the large font. I forgot to hit medium. So when I touch edit, I can actually go down to the font type, and if you've done anything like this, you can actually go to edit and you can go to size. There's a lot of things that you can change on this machine. You can rotate, you can edit. Now, let me see why I'm not able to edit. I might have went a little too large. All right, let me see. I'm going to delete this. We're on a live feed, so I'm going to see why you couldn't do that. Let's go back, because I know you can. So we're going to come right here. I'm going to retype that out, but this time I promise not to misspell it. All right. Oh, I had it grouped. I'm sorry. You guys have to remember we've had this update for about an hour before we actually came. We really literally, I've had it for about an hour.
New.
Pretty much brand new in my region. We just got it. So I know some dealers have had it for about a week, but I had it for about a day before we came out of town to fly here. All right, so now we have Goodnight Moon, and we're over here. Now when I go to edit, I can go down to, okay, I can't. I don't know why I can't. I might be doing something a little different. Oh, okay, someone has the whole thing. Okay, I don't know why they've got that turned on, but somebody has the feature turned on. This is the floor machine. I don't know why they have it grouped, but normally we can go ahead and separate it and change the font. I can't for some reason on this, but I can actually resize the things if I want them resized now. So if you have this machine at home, I want you to understand something. You can now group all the items by just, I don't know where they've got their group button from. Oh, okay, I've already resized. So now the other neat thing about this, if we're not happy with where the moon is, we can actually reverse it and come in here. We've got click and drag technology, and we can scoot anything around on the screen. If we want to put it back, we can also do that. All right, so the things that we have on this machine that make it important to us are the create applique, the lettering, the stitch command. We can change coloring, and I think I did show that, but I'm going to show it to you again really quickly. This design's got a gray beard down here. I'm not real thrilled with it. I can actually change that. That's how easy it is to change designs on the Baby Lock Destiny. What's changing in the embroidery industry is people are realizing that they can create designs without using software, using the IQ designer. I think that's huge. I've been in this industry my whole entire life, and I didn't think that I would possibly get to see people understand that sewing's cool again. You can create clothing. This is a pair of pants that was made on the Baby Lock Destiny 2. So with the upgrade, I have the Destiny 1, I've upgraded. So we've gone embroidered all the way up. And even on live, you know, let you see my bottom, that's ridiculous, and even on the back. So these are things that you can create for yourself. You can take your artwork, you can make things interesting and individual. So if you loved our feed and you love Baby Lock, and why wouldn't you love Baby Lock? Hello. And you love Chris from Blakeman's, if you love him, please share our feed and please let your friends know about us and follow us and like us on Facebook, and Chris is going to tell you more about that.
Yep, and you'll see a description in the bottom with a YouTube link to view this video again. If you want to see all these phenomenal, amazing features, email us at info@blakemansovac.com for any questions at all. And also check out Nicci's page. What's the Facebook page? Destiny?
Baby Lock Destiny Owners Group, and then monogramshop.org. So please share the video feed and join us again.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks.
You have a few.
I love